Good morning. It is 53 degrees out and very wet, but you know, what do you expect, I guess. Anyway, I have got a story to tell you, and yeah, it's not good. I really messed up, okay? Let's just put it that way. So stay tuned for that, because I promise you will not want to miss it. It is not clickbait beginning of the video. It is, I messed up. But it is what it is. So let's get going. Look at all the wetness. I've got good internet coming. That's what the flags are for. Good internet. Everything's wet. Blah. But you got to do what you got to do, or else you won't start till noon, and then you won't end till dark. So let's move on. Hope everyone has had a great month. And yeah, it's cold out, but the heat is still around. It's still in the 90s. It's crazy. So anyway, all right guys, look at the gas station. I want to know what gas is where you're at. Check this out. 314. Now I always get the mid-grade, but still 339, 340. So anyway, there's our gas prices. Let me know what yours is. Let's get these filled up.
I've been running with lightning feet. Nah, 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 nah. Hear that thunderbolt following me. Nah, 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 nah. Baby got wild on these same streets. Nah, 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 nah. But I'm still running, nobody catch me. Nah, 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 nah. Yeah, move with it. Move with it, move with it.
All right, $61.97. It's not bad for the mowers and just the 5-gallon gas can. But anyway, got some stuff I want to talk to you about. So there's actually quite a bit. This video is going to be fun filled, fun packed, let me tell you. Okay, so yeah, let's move on, get this going, and then I'll get to it. All right, so I've been slacking. Oh, anyway, just got done with this one here. Look at this strapless. Oh yeah, it's a pretty easy thing here, in and out. But look at that, look at that. That's beautiful right there. That's beautiful. Look at it, gorgeous. So you see this water thing here, this, yeah. So see how that sticks up out of the ground? It's cast iron, I believe. But so I got a story to tell you about that here in a minute. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna make this video pretty short and sweet, because it's been a rough week, let me tell you. So the water meter that you've seen, or the water thing sticking out. So anyway, I was doing a property that it sticks up quite a bit more, and so weeds were all around it. You couldn't even tell that the thing was there. And before it was too late, well, before I knew it, it was too late. I done ran over the dead gum thing. The front of the Ferris went right over the center of that thing. And so what had happened was it just ate the crap out of it. It bent the blade. I mean, it took the top of this thing and slung it out. Anyway, cost me 2 spindles, the center spindle and the discharge spindle. So I had to go buy new spindles and put on. So then I got 2 flat tires on the trailer, one on each rear of it. So each side, you of the rear has a nail or a screw in it right now. So yeah, it just continued and continued, and it was like, man, okay, well this, now I got to replace the spindle. So I replaced one, and then the other one ended up being, I could tell it was a little off, so I ended up replacing it. And then I'm like, okay, back to mowing. I dropped the mower off for them to level the deck and everything, make sure, because I feel like it's off just a little bit. And so I drop it off, and like 3 days later go and I call them, and I'm like, is this mower like done? Or and they're like, oh, it'll be later this week. And I'm like, to level a deck? So that brings me to another point of dealer support, because this place always had me in and out within 2 days usually of something. And so I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna buy my next mower from them. And nope, I am just another number to these people. I get thrown straight in the list with the residential people that can wait, and whatever the case may be. So anyway, now my next mower, I got to figure out where I'm going to buy it from, because it ain't going to be from a place that can't support me and get me in and out. It ain't got to be in and out, but within a day or two. To level a deck, come on, that's less than an hour for you to do that. It could have been done. I could have been back up and running. So if the dealer support ain't there, well, guess what? I'm going to buy somewhere else. It's simple as that. And so places always took care of me until recently. And I was like, I assume that y'all treated commercial guys different than because my dealer where I got my Toro, they've within 24 hours usually you're in and out. They try to put you ahead of the other people to get you back up and going, because you're where their majority of their money comes from. In my opinion, is dealer support's everything. So anyway, I get a lot of questions asked about CRM software. And so during this whole thing, guys, look, I've tried Yardbook. I've tried majority of half of these things out there. Turf Hop, Check. There's so many different CRM softwares out there that I have finally, it was always something like, Simplified. I want Simplified. If I mow a lawn on a Thursday and I mark it complete on Thursday, even though my schedule says that, it was due Tuesday, it shouldn't send an invoice saying it was done on Tuesday. It should send the invoice saying it was done on Thursday. And there's so many issues with some of these softwares that are just trying to throw themselves out there, that I have finally, in my opinion, probably found one. And I'm finally glad I did, because instead of listening to people, I went my own way, and now here I am, starting all over from the beginning again with what I should have just went with to begin with. So Jobber, guys, what made me go to Jobber? Okay, look, it's quick, it's easy, it's so simple to use. It keeps track of my time on properties. Like when I get to this property that I'm at right now, check this out. So I'm going to show you this. I'm going to screen record this thing while I do it, and that way you can see it on the screen as I'm talking to you about it. So what you're seeing is I'm just going to do I'm just going to add a client in here, show you how quick and easy this is to add a client. And then I can start a timer when I get to that property. I can check my time, I can stop the timer. It'll tell me exactly how long it takes me to do that property from start to finish. This thing does a lot. Okay, so I've already sent quotes with it. I get the quote back, I can automatically generate it into a job. There's so much about this that if you have not tried it, I recommend you just try it, even if it's just the trial. Okay, look, so down in the description below, I've got a way you can do a free 14-day trial with Jobber to check it out and see if it's right for you. Because I'm gonna tell you, I've tried a lot of things out there, and Jobber is far from anything else I have personally tried. It's so easy to use, so simple, and I don't have a lot of time. You can make it to where it automatically bills. There's so much you can do with this, and it's so easy to set up and do. So once again, in the description below, free 14-day trial. If you like what you are using, you know, if you like the jobber, after the 14 days, you can sign up. There's also a link for 20% off your first 6 months, guys. Just give it a try. Look, that's all I'm saying is I should have tried this way sooner than what I did. And now that I have, I'm kicking myself because it's the end of the season, and I could have made everything so much easier to use, especially if you're using pen and paper. Get away from that stuff, because this stuff will keep you track of everything and you'll love it. So once again, all in the description below. Go check it out. So back to you know, the dealer support thing though. You got to have dealer support, guys. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you buy a trimmer from you know, I mean, $200 is, you should have dealer support. Grass is barely growing right now, so you know, I mean, that's a good thing, but I'm losing out on so much because I know this deck is off a little bit, and it may not be much. I'm going to be honest with you. You probably wouldn't notice it unless you're mowing all the time. If I'm an average client, I'm not going to notice what's going on, but I'm not an average client. I mow with this thing in and out, day in and day out, and I know what it should cut like. So I know it needs leveled. So it will be taken back once I'm done with my route for the week, and we will get it leveled. With that being said, it is hot as crap out still. We got aerations coming up next week. It's, you know, almost the end of September. It's middle of September, and it's still 90 degrees outside. This is ridiculous. But in October, the Lone Ranger forecast seems like it's going to be 70s, low 80s, 70s. And so that's going to be nice. It's going to be nice to get into that. Now today it feels pretty good, even though it's 90 degrees outside. There's a small breeze, so I'm not dying yet. But you know, that's always an option. I'm fat, so it can happen at any time. Let's just, you know, so if you ain't subscribed and get all the information and content you can now before the fatty dies, okay? All right, got that one done. Got it off. Yeah, dropped Zilla. Toro, man, still cutting great. Love this mower. Love it. Nothing on here. No shit. Straight deck. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's move on. All right, guys. So I'm finally home for the day. Look at this. So this is that spindle and that blade, okay? This is what it did to that blade. Look at this blade. Look at that. So that's what that water thing did to it. I mean, it just demolished that thing. And so, of course, you know, you can only imagine what it did to the spindle. So here's the spindle, but watch this part right here. If you can see, look at that, where that gap is. Like here, I'll rotate this and watch this. Oh, watch. See if you can tell this or not. Oh yeah, you can tell it right there. Let me get it toward, there we go. Okay, so you see the gap. Now watch this. Look at that. Watch the gap come and then close. Come and close. Whoop. Come on. I mean, it's crazy. It bent the crap out of that shaft. And so, yeah. So that's why that happened. Hoorah. So that's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. And I got more videos coming for you. Got leaf cleanup videos coming. It's going to be great. Great. So stay tuned for all that stuff. I'll see you in the next one.